In order to save her career, Jennifer Lopez is allegedly being urged to speak out about Diddy. We got to talk about this and a lot more. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you all with open arms. I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So listen, girl, if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. I'm covering all things pop culture, honey, from the Diddy case to JLo to the Kardashians to the Biebers. You name it, I'm covering it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world. This is giving a lot of reflection, girl. I don't know. Where does my reflection show who I am inside? Anyways, girl, if I have a nip slip, please let a bitch know. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. We got to talk about Miss Jennifer Lopez because she is in the press lately quite a lot over anything she does professionally gets overshadowed by Diddy. So we got to talk about the pros and the cons of Miss Jennifer Lopez speaking out. Now, towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a refresher of all the alleged situations that JLo and Diddy have gotten themselves into it and basically go into their past, okay? A little 101 on, JLo and Diddy's past. So let's talk about this because anything that Jennifer Lopez is doing lately is basically getting overshadowed for the fact that she dated Diddy in the past. Now, I wanted to have a conversation with you guys and ask you, what do you think? Should Jennifer Lopez be punished, if you will, for having a past relationship with Diddy? Now, I think my answer is going to shock you guys. Listen, I have to say something, okay? I don't think that we should be judged over our past dating life. I don't think we should. But when it's someone like Diddy, abso-fucking-lutely, girl. Absolutely, because here's the thing. Even though he has not gotten convicted in the court of law, I believe the victims. I believe that there is something real shady about this man, and I believe that he is responsible for a lot of the things that he is being accused of. That is my opinion, okay? So, of course, it's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. But I will say that I do think that all those people that have any type of association with Diddy, if they know something, they should definitely come forward and talk about it. Doesn't mean that they were involved. Doesn't mean that they had any doings. But if you do know that there is something off happening, or you have an idea or an inkling that something might be going down, it is your responsibility to speak out. It is your responsibility to expose it, because if there are potential victims who are in trouble and who are literally fighting to get justice and not being believed, and being shut down or being silenced allegedly, then they should speak out. And you cannot convince me otherwise that all of those hundreds of thousands of people that attended Diddy parties or are in the industry and have some kind of connection with Diddy never heard anything. Not only did she date Diddy, she was thinking about marrying him, and she still saw him throughout the years. So that's one thing that I'm saying is, listen, I've been reading your guys' comments saying, well, she shouldn't get punished. She shouldn't get called out. Like, that's in the past. Yes, that is in the past. But I mean, they also, were seen together kind of recent in the recent past years. So, it's not just in the 90s or early 2000s. It's actually like kind of recent when she had her Vegas residency. So I mean, you know what I mean? So I in my heart, I feel like we need to stop being so selfish and thinking about what could damage our, future and business and career. And like, for example, if I went to one of Diddy's white parties and I saw something shady going down and I left, you know what? I need to say, you know what? I was there. I promise you I was not involved. I don't really know what happened, but I had a really bad feeling that something was happening, or I saw these girls crying, or I saw some shady things going down, or I heard about some shady things going down. I heard about some shady things going down from this person. Maybe you should ask that person, right? So it's just those things that I feel like really we need to be able to stop being selfish. And a lot of these celebrities are staying silent because of this. Now, there's a clip of Kelly Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne. I know, right? Blast from the past. Where they're like, so crazy how celebrities are staying so silent and this and that. When, if you know something, you should say something. And then there's like tons of videos of them, like literally with Diddy's, like countless times, like 100 times. And, them saying, like, we're not friends with him, like, we don't know him or this and that. I'm like, girl, you are seen with him 100 times. Listen, you could hang out with one person one time and you could feel their energy and you can see if that person is a good person or not, okay? So I'm just tired of the selfish celebrities out there. I am tired of them being silent, because if you know something, then, girl, you gotta say something, okay? If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Do you know where that's from, girl? Sister Act, girl, you gotta watch it. Anyways, so yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Here is a little bit of JLo and Diddy's past. It's a little video that I created for you guys because some actually don't know anything of it. So this is what I found on Google. Of course, it's all alleged, but take a look at this and then we can talk.
So let's go back to 1999. Jennifer Lopez and Diddy first met on her If You Had My Love music video set. So they started dating immediately after. Then in 2000, Diddy went with JLo to the Grammys. That's right, girl, where she wore that Versace green gown, which honestly broke that. I think that was the first thing that ever broke the internet. But anyways, girl, then in 2001, the couple called it quits after 2 years, okay? Now, they didn't date for long, but a lot of things happened in those couple years, including an arrest, a mugshot, and a lot of drama. But in a 2003 interview with Vibe, Lopez actually opened up about why they went their separate ways, telling the outlet that Diddy wasn't faithful to her. She continues to say, I never caught him cheating, but I just knew. He'd say he was going to a club for a couple of hours and then never came back that night. I had to think, do I want to be home with kids in 10 years wondering where somebody is at 3 a.m? Well, though they eventually became friends with one another after the split, Lopez spoke about past abusive relationships in her 2024 documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told. It is unclear which ex she was referring to, but she said, quote, there were people in my life who said, I love you, and then didn't do things that were kind of in line with the word love. Being thrown around and manhandled like that is not fun. She added, I was never in a relationship where I got beat up, thank God, but I've definitely been manhandled and a couple of other unsavory things, rough, disrespectful. So, we don't know if that's about Diddy, but, a lot of people are now kind of putting 2 and 2 together. So let's go back to their relationship timeline. In 2003, she did do that interview. She also went on to say in the same interview with Vibe, she said, I was in this relationship with Puff where I was totally crying, crazy, and going nuts. It never really took my whole life in a tailspin. I never caught him cheating, but I just knew. He'd say he was going to a club for a couple of hours and never came back. So flash forward to 2018. From 2003 to 2018, there was really no kind of communication or anything. But the exes did reunite at her All I Have Las Vegas residency party in 2018, where they shared a hug and chatted with Lopez's now ex, Alice Rodriguez. In 2021, Diddy shared a since-deleted Instagram photo of the former couple on Instagram in May 2021, simply captioning the snap, #TBT. One day prior, U.S. Weekly reported that Lopez and Ben Affleck, who dated in 2002 and called off their engagement in 2004, were full-on dating again, and they were very happy to rekindle their romance. Diddy did later clarify his intentions with the throwback photo, telling Vanity Fair that August, it wasn't no trolling involved. That's just my friend. And I don't have nothing to say about her relationship or her life. So that's about where everything kind of ended with them. So now that we talked about their relationship, now we got to talk about the arrest, okay? This is where things got very, very crazy. So I'm going to give you guys the timeline and information from the arrest. And girl, it's very messy. So Forbes reports, okay, that the timeline of the arrest is the following, okay? It says, with Sean Diddy Combs in the spotlight after FBI raids on his homes, past allegations, including his involvement in a 1999 New York City club shooting, have sparked renewed interest in the music mogul, including allegations Combs shot someone in the face during the incident, with then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez nearby. So this is per Forbes. It says here, December 1999, Combs and Lopez and bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones and the 21-year-old rapper Jamal Shine Barrow, a Combs protege, were involved in a disagreement at a club in New York, in Manhattan, that ended with gunfire and left 3 people injured. Combs, Lopez, and Jones left the club and led police on a chase through New York City that ended with police finding a stolen gun inside the car. Natanya Rubin, one of the 3 people shot during the altercation, maintains Combs was the one who shot her that night and has renewed her accusation in recent days.
California's leading newspapers are all warning about Prop 33. The San Francisco Chronicle says 33 is a recipe for disaster that makes it nearly impossible to build housing. The Daily News warns it obliterates property rights.
Combs and Lopez were arrested, detained, and initially charged for the involvement in the shooting, but the charges were quickly dropped against Lopez. Combs, Jones, and Barrow faced charges related to gun possessions, and prosecutors allege Combs and Jones attempted to bribe the driver of the car that left the nightclub to tell police the gun was his in exchange for $50,000. After a week-long trial, Combs and Jones were acquitted, but a New York City jury found Barrow guilty of 5 charges, including criminal possession of a weapon, first-degree assault, and reckless endangerment, though Barrow was acquitted of attempted murder. Barrow was sentenced and served nearly 9 years for his charges, though no one was ever charged and found guilty for the shooting itself.
So anyways, here's the thing, best friend. I will say, I do believe that JLo somehow does deserve to get called out. I believe anyone who had any type of association with Diddy needs to be called out, because in order for them to speak out, they got to be fearful of their career. And this is the only way for them to be fearful. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. I am so grateful and thankful for you guys. If you haven't already, please go ahead and vote. I love you all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.